spiritual warfare. This is a subject many people are talking about. It has been approached from different angles, and people are treating it or participating in it in different aspects. Spiritual warfare. This is what we have to know, that anything which is spiritual is that which we cannot perceive by our five physical senses. Our five physical senses can never perceive anything of spiritual. Therefore, our five physical senses can never perceive the things of spiritual realms. They can never perceive the spiritual realms. They can only perceive of physicality. Therefore, spiritual warfare is not fought in flesh. Number one, it is not fought in flesh. It is fought in spirit. The same spirit within you. No spiritual warfare can be fought outside here. You can never send any Holy Ghost fire to anything outside here. You can only fight it from within yourself, and the effects could be happening outside of you, but you have to fight it within you, because you are told that spiritual warfares are not warfares of flesh. Therefore, all the five physical senses and the physical mind are null and void weapons in this spiritual warfare. And we could be having negative entities in the physical reality. But one thing we have to know is that anyone who attacks you, even what you call as witchcraft, is not something which is thrown in from, it is thrown to your physical body. They connect from within you. They connect from within you. The energy you are, they connect with you and they manipulate all the energies within you. So spiritual warfares can be fought from within. And one thing we have to know is that the spiritual warfare has got no formula, has got no concept, has got no dogma or doctrine. I said our five physical senses are limited to the physicality only, not of spiritual realms. All the concepts we have about spiritual realms, all concepts we have about spiritual realms here, they are in physicality. Wherever you read it, it is in physicality. Five physical senses, your five physical senses can never perceive anything of spiritual realms. Spiritual warfares can only be fought within through the knowing of who you are. And who you are cannot be the true you. The true you of who you are cannot be connected or attached or identified to any physical concept. Any physical concept. Therefore, spiritual warfare can only be fought from within and through the knowing of who you are, that you becoming one with the all, knowing that you are one with the all, knowing, the firm knowing of that you are one with the all is what weapon to be used in spiritual warfare and from within. When you are one with the all, everything, these entities, what you call as angels and demons, are all here. The dimensions are here. They can perceive you, you cannot perceive them. And the only way to perceive a spiritual realm, dimensional realms, is only through within, because outside here it is perceiving of density realms. So those who are in the higher dimensions, they can perceive you, but you cannot perceive them. And the dimensions are here. It's like ants. Ants are of second dimension, second density. They perceive in second, they perceive 2 dimensions, only a straight line. An ant is not aware that you exist. When you put a leg in front of an ant will climb, pass the leg, drop out, or go somewhere else. It is not aware. The ants are not aware that you exist. And this is what happens. The same way the ants are not aware, the second dimension is not aware of the third dimension. We of the third dimension, we are not aware of the fourth dimensions and fifth dimensions. The fourth dimension itself is the realm of the gatekeepers. To those who are holding this planet hostage, their realm is the fourth density. So spiritual warfare can only be fought from within. To access dimensions, you have to go within. These fourth dimensions, fifth dimensions can only be accessed through the heart portal. And as I said, one thing before we jump even to starting warring the spiritual wars, we have to understand some few aspects. That number one, there is nothing God is not. Number two, nothing exists outside of God. The outside of God does not exist. Number three, He creates light and darkness, good and evil. He doeth them all. This aspect of spiritual warfare actually is the one which is, it is one concept which is still locking us in separation, locking us in duality and polarity. That I am not that, I am this. And polarity is what we are supposed to transcend. Duality is what we are supposed to transcend. This moment when you become one with everything, what happens? If you are one with everything, will there be spiritual warfare? There will be no spiritual warfare. The reasons why there are spiritual warfare is because there is separation, there is duality, is what is bringing spiritual warfare. We have to transcend above duality to the wholeness of oneness. When you are walking with wisdom on this planet, there will be no spiritual warfare for you. It will not exist. It needs wisdom only. It does not need prayers, does not need fasting, does not need overnight prayers or nothing. It needs wisdom. Wisdom comes from knowledge and understanding. This knowledge is the knowledge which you have never being taught outside here. It is the knowledge within, the knowing within. The knowing within that you are one with everything. There is no separation. And the understanding is the how you participating. You participating like you are participating to the one. Claiming all to the one. That is the understanding. When it is dark, you understand it. When it is of light, you just understand it. You acknowledge. Then working with the knowing and the understanding is what brings wisdom. Immediately you are working with wisdom, there is no spiritual warfare. Because when you are working with wisdom, number one, you're working with the knowing that you are one with the source. And you are one with, and as the source is one with everything, you are one with everything too. That is the knowing. That knowing and the understanding how you participate to the physical reality in regard to your knowing. Participating to the physical reality in regard to your knowing is what understanding is. It is what brings wisdom. There will be no warfares. You will be knowing and you will be understanding. And because yours will be just to acknowledge God where God seems to be present in the aspects of light, and claiming God in aspects of darkness where God seems to be absent, because God is omnipresent. He can never be absent. Just rising above duality will scramble the concept of spiritual warfare into your life. It does not take rituals, ceremonies, doctrines, specific prayers. It takes nothing. It takes the knowing and understanding only. Then you walk with wisdom. It is claiming the divine. It is claiming the kingdom. That is our purpose of being in this planet. We are here to bring back all the fractals of God into oneness. Where we see some other fractals are falling into darkness, ours is to claim God, because He can never be absent. He is omnipresent. And when God is claimed, He will always rise. The light will always shine, and the darkness will dissipate. It's not about wars. There is no war in the universe. It's about balance. But the balance, humanity thinks that balance comes through war. That is what we know. Let's get to be balanced here, we have to fight. It's not about fighting. To balance is to bring two parties together, not letting two parties fight and see who is the winner or who has many points. Balancing is becoming into oneness, not this, not that, but one with the all. And we are failing in many aspects, like many people who think they are participating in the spiritual warfare, they think it is something of words and sending fire, Holy Ghost fire. Let me tell you one thing. What you call as demons, negative entities, they are spirits. Many of them are created by the spirit of fire. Therefore, fire can never burn fire. Spiritual warfare takes only the knowing that you are one with the Father. And as the Father is one with the all, you are one with the all. Therefore, the all cannot harm or war with the all.